Abadoa Chi Duel Commander, go go go, Duel Commander on the way, Babadoa Chi. Like and subscribe, please.
Just real quick before we get started, a huge shout out to Lexi Nason Art. I had these couple altars done for the holidays. This is a static prison. This is an Undermountain adventure. Two of my favorite cards to play. Um, Lexi does amazing art, and these altars are incredible. So her Instagram link is in the description below. Thanks so much. Hello, welcome to another episode of Duelcast MTG. Today I am playing Glarb Calamity's Augur. Glarb is a control deck with a combo finish. There was a big event for the Spotlight series in Lyon, France over the weekend before which I'm recording this. Words are hard. So what does Glarb do? Glarb is a 2/4 for Sultai. He has Death Touch. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. He taps to Surveil 2. This is a lot of text on a card. I think the main question is why play Glarb? It's a really nice little card advantage engine. It has a 4-butt and Death Touch, so it can stabilize against one of those like white weenie deck boards. Very good blocker, a lot of card selection on him. But the main reason I think to play Glarb is the combo accessibility within the deck. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. The main way we want to win with this deck is Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, and we have a 1-card combo with Glarb and Thought Lash. Thought Lash is 2 and 2 blue for an enchantment. For 0 mana, you can remove the top card of your library from the game to prevent 1 damage to you. The subtext of this card is that it stops us dying from combat damage, but the really cool thing is because Glarb looks at the top and lets you cast spells with mana 4 or greater, once you have Thought Lash, you can exile cards until Jace is the top of your library, cast him, exile the rest of your deck, and then Jace says, if you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. So this is a very nice little interaction that only Glarb has this kind of access to, and I think it's very cool. Because we are trying to win with Jace, Wielder of Mysteries, we also have Tainted Pact as our emergency tutor, or if you have a Snapcaster Mage in hand, you Tainted Pact for Snapcaster if you already have Jace, and then flashback your Tainted Pact, win the game. Same thing with Demonic Consultation. I'm very hesitant to use this as Forbidden Tutor Demonic Consultation, but there will probably be certain scenarios in which it is correct. If you don't know Demonic Consultation, you name a card, you exile the top 6 cards of your library, and then you exile cards until you reveal that card and put it into your hand. Both of these combo with Jace, Thought Lash combos with Jace. I think it's a really cool win condition. It's not necessarily the smoothest, but Glarb can tear through our Glarb can tear through our library and get a lot of good card selection very quickly. So it is fun. And this is a deck I've been meaning to try out for a while, so I'm looking forward to it. Because we're a combo deck, we have some tutors. Profane Tutor, the slow version of Demonic Tutor. These search your library for any card and put it into your hand for 2 mana. Intuition, there are a couple like cool little intuition piles available to this deck with Noxious Revival and Snapcaster Mage, or we pick out 3 counter spells or 3 removal spells. Intuition's just incredibly busted. Waterlogged Teachings to go get an instant or a card with flash, reveal it and put it into your hand. If we have Jace, this gets us Demonic Consultation or Tainted Pact to win the game. It is also a tapped land, And it's always nice in a control deck to have a few more lands. One thing with Waterlogged Teachings is Glarb finished in the top 64 of the Spotlight Series event, and there was no Waterlogged Teachings. There was a Creeping Tar Pit, so I swapped them because I think this deck plays a little more smoothly if you have an opportunity to jam the combo and you just do. We have 19 pieces of counter magic. I'll just go through them really quickly. We have Force Spike, Mental Misstep, Spell Snare, Stern Scolding, and Wash Away as our 1 mana counter spells. Counterspell, Daze, which is free usually. Drown in the Lock, which doubles as removal. Counter target spell with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard, or destroy target creature with mana value less than or equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. Logic Knot is really nice. We are going to have a pretty big graveyard most of the time, and you can cast this off the top with Glarb. I really like Logic Knot, and it's cool that this deck gets to take full advantage of it. Lose Focus, Mana Leak, Memory Lapse, Remand, Tail's End are what I consider to be the staples of the 2 mana blue counterspells in the Duel Commander format, along with Counterspell. We have a Force of Negation, a Sink into Stupor as our bounce their spell back or bounce their permanent MDFC. Tishana's Tidebinder, which is a card I just love. I love stifling things. It's nice when it comes on a 3/2, and it's nice when it shuts off a permanent altogether. This is one of my favorite cards to play with, and I was really happy to see it in this particular list. Cryptic Command, I think we're probably objectively like the best Cryptic Command deck. It's really nice to be able to Mystic Sanctuary back on top of your library and just have access to it if Glarb is on the board. Cryptic Command is an all-timer as far as counter spells go. Choose 2 of the 4 modes, counter target spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand so you can hit lands. Tap all creatures your opponents control, draw a card. Love Cryptic Command. I thought this deck might want a Mystic Sanctuary. It has Mystic Sanctuary. I thought this deck might also want a Mystic Confluence. It's so powerful, and it's nice to have that top end spell in a control deck, but I'm going to trust the pilots who have put work in to this deck to have made better decisions than I have. And then we have Subtlety as our free creature or planeswalker counter that we can also cast off the top with Glarb. We have 11 removal spells that play to the board, 12, 13 if you also count Drown in the Lock and Cryptic Command. Cut Down is a card I saw on this list. I don't usually play Cut Down. I think sometimes it's just so dead. But because Glarb can fix your top decking, I think it's fine, and it's nice to be able to take off that very early creature pressure. So again, I'm going to trust the people who've put work into this list. Fatal Push as a must. Legolas's Quick Reflexes I put in the removal slot here because Glarb taps. So you tap Glarb, surveil, untap him with Legolas's Quick Reflexes, tap him again, he has Death Touch, so he kills any creature when he deals damage to it. And Legolas's Quick Reflexes has Split Second. Untap target creature until end of turn it gains hexproof reach, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. Legolas's Quick Reflex is one of my favorite cards to play with. I love the Split Second, I love the protection, and I love the utility in this deck in particular of removal. Giving Reach is also not nothing. It can be cool to use this as double removal. If they have a dangerous flyer, declare your block, tap Glarb, deal damage to another creature. Awesome, awesome card in this deck. Unable to Scream is always nice for bigger threats. Just 1 mana, your best creature is no longer useful to you whatsoever. Abrupt Decay, Long Goodbye as our uncounterable, get rid of your low CMC permanent that is messing with us. Orcish Bowmasters as just a phenomenal disruptive creature. Dismember, again, just cheap removal. I put Oko into the removal category here because elking their creature with Glarb on board means that it's just kind of useless. The 4 butt and Death Touch means that creature is not getting through, and Oko is also really nice as a win condition. We have 2 sweepers in Toxic Deluge and Damnation. Not much to say about board wipes, they wipe the board. For hand disruption, we have the 3 best 1 mana. We take a card from your hand. Duress for non-creatures, Inquisition of Kozilek for tempo out your early plays, and Thoughtseize as we're getting rid of anything. I think this deck might be a little light on cantrips. I've seen Glarbless playing Brain Surge and Memory Deluge and Factor Fiction, notably Memory Deluge and Factor Fiction because you can just cast them off the top. But I do like the cantrip suite. One thing is that there was no Ponder in this list, and I think in a blue-based control deck, you have to have a really good reason not to play Ponder, and I didn't see one, so I swapped out, changed the equation. 2 mana counterspell, counter target spell mana 2 or less. If it is green or red, you counter target spell with mana 6 or less. I found it to be the most narrow counterspell in the list, and because we're a control combo deck, Ponder just seemed really necessary. So we've got Brainstorm, Cling to Dust, Consider, Gitaxian Probe, Ponder and Preordain, Baleful Strix to stabilize the board and also cantrip. Consult the Star Charts has become pretty much a mainstay of the format. I think this is an excellent card. It's good early game as kind of an impulse. It's great late game as dig through your deck. There's no stock up in this list, and I think that's probably fine. Lorien Revealed can be cast off the top to draw 3. It also doubles as a tapped land with the island cycling. Love Lorien Revealed. Rakshasa's Bargain is a card this deck kind of has unique access to as well. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You can cast this for hybrid black or 2, hybrid green or 2, hybrid blue or 2, so the CMC is 6. We will always be casting it for 3, and you can cast it off the top with Glarb. Rakshasa's Bargain is just an awesome card. This was one of my favorite cards from Tarkir Dragonstorm, and I'm really, really happy to be playing with it today. For recursion, we have Noxious Revival, so we can try to resend the combo, or just bring back our necessary spell with CMC 4 or greater, Unearth to bring back Glarb, or a Barrogoyf, or a Pornoculus or Psychic Frog. We're about to get into all those. And Snapcaster Mage to either resend the combo, like I kind of mentioned earlier, or, snap counterspell, snap cantrip. Just love a good Snapcaster Mage. It makes me happy. We've got some beaters. Our control deck finishers. Psychic Frog. Card advantage. You can never block it. It becomes huge. Give it flying. Oh, Psychic Frog is just so awesome. A Pornoculus, 5/5 flyer, makes a body each of our opponent's turns. Cast it for 3 by exiling 6 cards from your graveyard. You can bring it back with Unearth. So surveil it into the graveyard, unearth it. Love Oculus. Barrogoyf as that's such a silly magic card. Just a huge beater with Death Touch, Lifelink, and card advantage. It's just so crazy. I saw this list was playing Quantum Riddler, and that excited me. You can warp it off the top with Glarb. It's an insane combo with Psychic Frog. You just discard down to 1 card, make Frog huge, draw 2 off the Riddler. Oh, it feels good to do. Murktide Regent as, I think, kind of the standard for control finishers these days. Just casting a 2-mana 8/8 sometimes feels so cracked, and I love it. I love Murktide Regent. We get to play both 1-mana Planeswalkers, Deathrite Shaman and Tamiyo Inquisitive Student. Deathrite ramps, gains life, drains your opponent, beats up their graveyard. It's just incredible. I think in any green-black deck, this is another card you need a real reason not to be playing. And there, again, I just don't think is a good enough one not to have it in the list, so I was happy to see this. Same with Tamiyo in terms of blue-green. Being a 0/3 flyer, she blocks well. She gets you card advantage off of her clues. Flipping her is incredible. She can be a win condition if she sticks around and gets to ultimate. You draw half your library. Winning is pretty trivial after that. She can also recur our good instants and sorceries with her -3 and really stabilize the board from cheap aggressive threats with her +2. Attacking creatures get -1, -0 until end of turn. Love me a Tamiyo. For our tech lands, we have Boseiju as removal, Otawara as removal. Minamo is so good in this deck. Just getting an extra surveil off of Glarb, being able to surveil, untap him, and block. Mistrise Village for the kind of control mirrors. Mystic Sanctuary, I already mentioned, gets us back a card from the graveyard that we can cast immediately with Glarb. I think Mystic Sanctuary is so awesome in this deck. Otawara's removal, we already said, and Takanuma to put cards into play into your graveyard or bring something back. Takanuma is just an awesome tech land, and this is another one I love. Then we have 32 lands that are here to make mana, and making mana is good. This list had a multiversal passage. I'm not in love with this card, but I am willing to try it out because it was in here and this deck performed very well. So that is the deck tech on his Moistness Glarb Calamity's Augur. I really like Glarb. I think this is a sweet card. I think it's a sweet deck. I'm not sure how well it lines up against the current Moto meta of Storm and Lumra, who won the big event, and is awesome to see. That deck is so hard to interact with, and I would play it on here, but I don't feel like learning it. Maybe in the near future, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is Glarb. This is Sultai Control with a nice combo finish. Let's go duel.
Let's duel.
Round 1. We are on the play. We are playing against Magda Brazen Outlaw. Ooh, do I want this hand? I feel like Hidebinding Magda is pretty good. They probably just kill it in response. Or like they just kill it and turn Magda back on. Only 2 lands with Demonic Tutor. I'll try this. Try it out. Give it a little spec. Wooded Foothills, Fetch Bayou, and let's see what's going on. Kozilek is feeling inquisitive. 3-Tree Scribe, that's an artifact dwarf. Pithing Needle turns off Glarb. Okay, so Pithing Needle. Just turn off their turn 1 play. This way I can still activate Glarb, which seems important. Pithing Needle, sweet. Okay, and they didn't find a turn 1, which is exciting. Why is this like this? That's how I like to do it. So Mountain is gone and Pithing Needle is gone. And they pass back. Ooh, untapped land. I'm the greatest ever. Demonic Tutor or Baleful Strix? My heart says Baleful Strix. My mind says Demonic Tutor. Probably just get Wash Away. Counter Magda. Pyroglyph looms in the distance. 3-Tree Mascot. Do I just get combo pieces? I could get Subtlety. Subtlety, tap out for Glarb. Hit Magda when they go to cast it, probably after that 3-Tree Mascot. Or I just hold up. I can hold up Tidebinder for that. They don't have a removal spell. I guess Pyroglyph is a removal spell. I don't know that they can beat a Baraglyph. I'll get Baraglyph. I like that card. If I had a 4th land, I might just get the Thought Lash. That probably would have been better. Like, we are a combo deck. I could have also just cast the Strix. I should have just cast Strix. Learned an important lesson. Now they can cast their other artifact dwarf. If you're unfamiliar, Magda is a CEDH deck, and they like get these artifact dwarves and tap and untap them a billion times. They have a pretty good curve here. Maybe I should have gotten subtlety. Tail's End's really good. Okay. So now I can just cast the Strix off of not that mana. Okay. Here comes Baleful Strix. Force of Negation. I don't know that that's any good here. Fourth Mountain. Magda. Yeah, I'm gonna Tail's End. It's probably better to just Tidebind, but with the Barrogoyf there, I'm like not super interested in running out Tidebinder, just having it immediately removed. Although, I don't know. I didn't play any warm-ups or anything. I'm just going into this league ice cold. Brain's not on yet. But I think this has to be a positive matchup. Just like Magda doesn't strike me as, I don't want to say a real deck, but like a very good deck, although it does occasionally put up results, so I don't know. There is a big pause on this Tail's End, and I'm wondering if they have like a Red Blast. Untimely Malfunction doesn't work on Tail's End. Yeah, I don't think that works because Tail's End is not a legal target for Untimely Malfunction. Like because Untimely Malfunction is not a legendary spell or ability, Untimely Malfunction's not a legal target for it, and that's why it doesn't. I could blow up one of their dwarves. I don't want to do this. I want to cast Barrogoyf. I could cast Glarb and blow up their dwarf. We've got instant artifact, sorcery, and land. So Goyf would kill Glarb. They can recast Magda. So I think now I hold up Tidebinder, and a Borinoculus can be for the Force of Negation. If I had just gotten Thought Lash, we might have already won this game. So that's something to keep in mind moving forward. Okay, Magda's back. No response. Okay, that's some sort of one of those station lands. So they can tap. Okay, that's cool. Because now they can tap both of these and make a couple treasures over the top. Oh, wait, I can't yield. It's nice to have the Force of Negation to turn off like a regular burn spell, but the Pyrogoyf does still kill the Tidebinder. Let's go Goyf here. And I think now I'm fine just attacking for one. And then I will cast Glarb because I'm not as worried about the Pyrogoyf killing Glarb now that the Tidebinder's there. Ooh, memory lapse. So many little windows floating around. So I think they probably Goyf the Tidebinder. I definitely can't shrink it to an 0-1 with an Oculus. But we do now have a giant lifelinking beater, so that's nice. What do you do? 12 plus, and it creates robots. Here's the Goyf that I imagine kills Tidebinder. I can't respond to that, so I won't. So they'll be able to get 3 treasures here. They need 5 for Magda? Yeah, they need 5 for Magda. Dwarven Berserker, so they'll have 4 treasures. That's a lot of mana. But I think they just want to do the 5 and tutor, probably. So we'll have Memory Lapse in hand. I can use Glarb to try to find a kill spell. I also could have... The Demonic Tutor for Barrogoyf is really bad. Because I could have gotten a Deluge or a Damnation or just anything more useful. They do just have a billion mana now, too. Maybe I'm not giving Magda enough credit. Maybe I was too slow on this Glarb. I knew they didn't have a burn spell in hand. I just want to find a kill spell for Magda. They can... Oh. Yeah. I do want that brainstorm. So we'll go top. We'll attack. If Barrogoyf hits, I will not mill. They'll be able to recast Magda, but we can memory lapse. She'll cost 6. But it seems like it might be hard for them to come back from this with... I don't know how many dwarves they actually have. Okay. They want to trade the Pyrogoyf, or they want to lose the Pyrogoyf. That's fine. I am going to Damnation here. They have so much mana, but we have a counter spell in hand. and a brainstorm on top. So how much mana do they have? 4, 8. Oh, can they just cast Magda twice? Yes, they can. Okay. No, they can't. Excellent. Go memory lapse here. This is an interesting game. Still have 6 mana. This game would already be over if I had demonic tutor for Thought Lash. I would just like to point that out again. Magda, you got me on my knees, Magda. Phenomena record. What the heck is this? Remove a film counter. I gotta look this up. The hell is this thing? Oh, this is Peter Parker's camera. I think the Abhorrent Oculus is my win condition here. I'm not gonna Force of Negation that. Let us brainstorm. There is a storm in my brain and it's feeling very plain. Ooh, Psychic Frog. Now I wish I'd force. So we'll put back Force of Negation Frog. We'll probe them. They have no cards in hand. Why did I do that? It just helps me work through the brainstorm, I'll tell myself. I don't want the Force of Negation, though. So I think I just cast both of my creatures. When they recast Magda, they'll have the 5 treasures to tutor something. We very well may lose this game based solely on the fact that I didn't tutor Thought Lash, which would be a bummer, but you live by the sword, you die by the sword kind of thing. I don't think I'll be going snap damnation at any point. All right, I'm all in. Here are my cards. I wonder if they're doing like Portal to Phyrexia. That kills Magda. Quantum Riddler draws a lot of cards. I won't get the ETB off either of them. But Bowmaster, I guess. That was wrong. That was objectively wrong. Okay, two really, really bad plays. So I guess they'll be able to like Magda and they'll be able to Magda twice? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so they can tap Magda to make a 5th treasure and tutor something. They won't have the mana to tutor twice. If this is Portal to Phyrexia, it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, ooh. I probably should have frogged the creatures out of my graveyard, but demonic consultation for Jace? I think that's actually fine. I'm just gonna do that. All right. We exiled a lot of cards there. I'm not gonna cast Jace yet. Black, green, black, blue, and 1. Cast Glarb. Top of the library is Preordain. Okay. So, is our Snapcaster Mage exiled? Probably. Oh, there's so many cards to look through. I wish I could organize this by, like, something. Is Tainted Pact in here? Okay, Thought Lash is gone. Tainted Pact is gone. Snapcaster Mage gone. Noxious Revival is gone. Snapcaster's gone. So, I don't think we can actually win. They took the Riddler, draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, I don't think we can win. How do I get back? Oh, Takanuma? No, Takanuma doesn't bring back spell. Yeah, I don't know how I possibly win this game. So I'll preordain and surveil and then concede. Let me look at this list here. This is disappointing because the whole game just ends if I like demonic tutor responsibly, knowing that I'm a combo deck. Yeah, I don't think I have a win condition left. I guess Murktide, but I mean, just criminally behind and behind on clock. So I'm going to preordain Surveil and Jace and see what we come up with, but all the Jace wins are gone, right? Thought Lash is gone, Tainted Pact is gone, Snapcaster for Demonic Consultation is gone, Tameo is gone. Another way to buy back the Demonic Consultation. All right, rolled the dice. Didn't. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary. Okay, so if we find a fetch land, Mystic Sanctuary, Jace to draw it, and they're attacking. Okay. All right, so we have like 1 out. Do I have enough islands? 1, 2. Don't have enough islands. Oh man, what a beating. Where's the top of my library? What did I do with the top of my library? Yeah, I'm an island short of... What just happened? Why do you win? What? Oh, my library was empty. That's why there was no top of the library. Okay. Oh, inattentive. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oko's really good. Profane Tutor's really good. Deathray Shaman's really good. Keep. And this time we just tutor up the combo. They showed me exactly no removal other than the portal to Phyrexia that killed us. So I don't like not having a counter for Magda, but Oko takes care of it. And that station land was really good. Do you have the one drop? You do. I'm trying to decide whether I suspend the profane tutor or cast Oko, and I'm like way overthinking it. I'm not going to use Deathrite for mana, so I'll attack. Okay, so they'll make a treasure attacking, and then we'll Oko Magda. And then we'll get Thought Lash, and we'll just try to get the game over with. Clown Car. The heck is Clown Car? When this vehicle enters, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's a 0 mana vehicle, so they can tap their dwarfs. That's cool. It's pretty cool. So they'll make 2 treasures. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered if I kept Deathrite up as a blocker for this anyway. I'll just yield through the turn. I'm not doing anything. They crew the Clown Car, and then nothing. Why didn't they attack? I guess that's not really my problem. Frog. I love a frog. Cast Oko. Goodbye. Pass the turn. So can they remove their own Magda? I feel like they're a pretty all-in combo deck based on that last game. So yeah, Crystal Vein. They do have a lot of mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lifecraft Engine. Each creature you control of the chosen type other than this vehicle gets +1/+1. Okay. A lot of interesting cards in this deck. This deck's cool. I think it maybe plays too many bad cards against like a very good Duel Commander deck, which I'm hesitant to call Glarb very good, but it is fine. I get the feeling that this is just ported over from a CEDH deck because combat is happening in a strange way to me. Like, why? Yeah, just attack with both. There you go. I block your 3/3. Profane Tutor will come off. I'll cast Glarb. Tangle Wire. That's a beating. Tangle Wire, sick. So maybe this isn't ported over from CDH. Let's bargain because I'm not going to get to use this mana. So we'll lose Oko. Force of Negation seems fine. I want the land. Ooh, Tangle Wire. Would have loved to have the Force of Negation last turn. Tangle Wire is hard to beat. Do I get a Beseiju? No, again, I'm being like timid on this combo. They have some pressure, but Thought Lash also just takes off all the pressure. Tangle Wire is definitely annoying, but it's not the end of the world. You know what? Let's just make that not a thing. Ooh, Subtlety is also a good pickup. Let me play my land Magic Online. Oh, Magic Online's frozen. Ay caramba. What is happening? My game frozen? My game's frozen. Okay, how do I close this without conceding the match? All right, we have to reboot Magic Online. Here's my dog. My clock is going to be very low. All right, we're back. We're back, baby. So Oko will die. I'll take a Surveil. I'll Subtlety any creature and Force of Negation any spell. I lied. I'm not going to Subtlety this. Brewing the Clown Car. We're still at 17. That's a pretty healthy life total. This will be 10 if they want it. But I imagine both of these go at Oko, so it's probably 6. Oko just gaining a bunch of life. Okay, and they're crewing the Lifecraft Engine. Oh, that's a 4/4. Did they just miss lethal? Or no? Okay. Maybe I should have subtletied this thing. Oko dies, we go to 10. I'm going to cast the Thought Lash because I need to not die. I forgot to surveil. And counterspell's really not what we're looking for. I'm annoyed that Magic Online crashed on me, and it's fine. Tropical Island. Here's Thought Lash. Anything that might blow this up, we have covered with a free counter. And we're just hoping not to exile Jace by accident. If it happens, it happens. But I would like for it not to. We also just have Frog as a win condition here. Like, they can never deal me damage. They don't have a flying blocker. Survivor's Encampment. All right, it's just another thing that taps their dwarves. Rainbow Land if they tap a thing. All right, so how much is this? 2, 5, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? We'll All right, that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take 3. Go to 6. I don't want to accidentally exile Jace. All right, well, there's Tainted Pact. Do I just go get Jace with this? I think so. Yeah, and then we win on our next turn. So I don't have to do anything yet. Tainted Pact is instant. I have to counter this because it says other things can't be countered. Yeah, we have to counter that. I'm not going to have a lot of time to try to win the third game. For your thing, they declare attackers. We Tainted Pact now, and hopefully Jace just like isn't the bottom of the library. I really just hope that it just shows up. Oh, come on, Jace, show up. Oh my gosh, where is this guy? Seriously, deck? Deck, come on. Really? We're dead. It was the bottom card of the library. That's insane. Jace was the bottom card of the library. That's so annoying. All right, bad variance in that last one. We're on the play now again, and it's Magda the Hoardmaster this time. More Magda. Magda Typo League. This hand looks fine. Keep seeing 2-landers, but whatever. My dog is very unhappy she is not getting the attention she deserves. Yeah, that last game was bad variance twice. Just Jace being so low in the deck, but we don't have that problem this game. Show me what you're working with. Get probe. All right, there's a lightning bolt, a galvanic discharge, fable. Either of these kill Glarb outright, and I'm fine. Oh, and a Scred. I'm fine going Dark Slick Shores because I don't need to multiversal passage as an island to daze. All right. They go mountain and pass. I like that Galvanic Discharge can't go face. That is nice. Force of Negation is good. Let's go island and hey, I would rather hard cast days if they give me the option. Dismember and Toxic Deluge are also like kind of fine. Oh, do I just want to dismember? No, I don't think this days gets much better. Yeah, I don't think that days gets a whole lot better. Let's surveil. I don't need to duress them. I don't super care about these burn spells right now. Fable's annoying, but we'll just Force of Negation it. Magda! Ooh, Grim Lava Man. Dismember gets Grim Lava Man. I'll do it now to be mana efficient. I'm down to 14 and they have a bunch of burn spells though, so it'll be interesting. Land drop past Glarb. If they want to like dump some spells for it, I'm fine with that. Intuition's great because we have Jace, so that gets Tainted Pact, Thought Lash, and Demonic Consultation. Scred is just enough to kill this, so let's Force of Negation, and then if they want to kill Glarb, they have to use Bolt and Discharge. Fable comes in, that's fine. I'm not going to run out Jace into both of these, though. So maybe Duress would have been good. I don't know. Wash Away's kind of fine. I could Deluge for 2 while they don't have access to these. I'm going to get a Swamp because they are a Magus of the Moon deck. Damnation doesn't interest me. Okay, so can we win next turn? If they give me Tainted Pact, that attack was bad. And then I didn't Deluge. I'm narrating instead of playing. Okay. Stop narrating and play Magic cards. That's what I need to do. It's the best by far. I punted again. I keep doing little punts. Yeah, I just wanted that thing on. These can deal 6. Jace enters with 4. I need to get these burn spells out of their hand, but they're being very responsible. Here's Magda. That's fine. They don't have anything that commits a crime right now. Let's Intuition. Target you. I said the pile I want, but now I need to remember. Tainted Pact, Thought Lash, Demonic Consultation. We have a Riddler on top. So this turn we can just go Deluge Riddler. They have 2 mana up for both of these, which is annoying. I am glad I know about them because it stops us from getting fully blown out. But I think we go Deluge Riddler. They gave me Demonic Consultation. I'm happy with that. It is the most efficient. Do I care about having 6 mana? Not really. Let's Deluge, because I know I'm doing that, and I don't want to forget again. I am kind of getting into burn range. They're discharging Glarb. Let's Surveil. I don't want that. And because I didn't play the land off the top, I am playing so loose and sloppy and bad. Ugh, it's fine. Whatever. Now they can bolt and make a dragon, but we just win next turn. Okay, they didn't do that. I am now a little worried they just have... What? I am now worried they just have enough burn spells to blow us out no matter what. Oh, do I don't even have... I don't even have blue, blue, blue. I needed to play that Waterlog Teachings. Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? I don't really know. I don't really know. Oh man. I am just hunting left and right. Glarb, it's not your fault. You're a good frog. You're a good royal frog. I'm just being silly. All right, well, there's the blue source. I'm just going for it. We know about Lightning Bolt. Yeah, we know about Lightning Bolt. Yeah, if they have it, they have it. I'm tired of punting this game off. They have a red blast? Okay, they're just doing War Room. Okay. Don't feel like I deserve to win that one, but that's what happens when you play a 2-card combo. Yeah, I'll keep. I need to lean more into being a combo deck and less trying to be clever. But I'm such a clever boy. I just like being clever. What is that voice? What is that character? I'm going to run out the Deathrite Shaman. I'm pretty sure it just dies, but I don't have anything to protect it, and it lets me get a card into their graveyard to drown in the lock. Also feeds the Oculus. They go Mountain Pass. We go Deathrite Shaman Pass. And our curve here is Demonic Tutor for Thought Lash, cast Glarb, cast Thought Lash. They're casting Magda. Edge Maze is not it right now. I have green mana locked up in the form of Beseju, or in the form of Deathrite Shaman. Just get our Underground Sea and Demonic. We will get Thought Lash. I don't know what, if any, enchantment hate their deck would play, but I'm sure there's some. And I think I go Thought Lash and then Glarb. Fable. Hate to see it, but it is what it is. Fable's so good. They're going to attack for 2, and I say fine. Mental Misstep might be enough to protect Glarb. I'll Surveil. Is Swamp just fine? Yeah, Swamp's just fine. Whatever. This needs to make green. And on Magic Online, I'm not sure if I misclick that, if I get to take it back. Fable gets to do the discard thing. They get rid of Bomat Courier and Soul Cauldron. They are attacking with their Goblin. I think that's just fine. I don't want to open this up to... I don't want to open Glarb up to just, like, getting shocked to death. I want to... If they're going to burn him, I want them to have to use 2 spells. They can start making tap treasures. I don't see 2 ways to commit a crime right now. A lot of mana. Fury. Mother. Freaking Fury. God, I hate this card. And I can't Surveil yet. If I didn't have Thought Lash, I would concede this one. But because we have a thing that says I can't take damage and a Deathrite Shaman, I think it's just, like, kind of fine. And we have an Oculus as a win condition. Like, I don't really even super care if Jace gets exiled because of the Oculus. Yep, you can bobble me. Oh, showed the Oculus. They draw from Bobble. Fable flips. Man, Fabling the Fury every turn. But I'll just drown in the lock that, I think. Starfire or make a blue. Yeah, I'll misstep that. Deathrite Shaman is also a win condition. Here's a Hasty Dragon. They're going to make me exile a lot of cards. All right, let's do some math. 4, 10, 12, 14. Also, just like a Damnation here, I feel like just kind of wins the game, so... I don't even know how many clicks I've done. Completely lost count. This seems like it's probably enough. Yeah, that's enough. All right, I took one. Scrabbling Claws. They'll be able to keep committing crimes and keep making dragons. Ghost Vacuum. Ghost Vacuum and Scrabbling Claws are actually really annoying because it means I can't Oculus pretty much ever. Brainstorm's good though. I like Brainstorm. I like Orcish Bowmasters. I like Wash Away. I like Lorien Revealed. Okay. So I don't have a shuffle, but that's fine. I'll put back Oculus Beseju, play Takanuma, kill the Fable, Grappling Claws, yep, make a treasure. I'll exile Mental Misstep, I guess. I think it's super important. Flash and Bowmaster to kill Magda, I guess. I could shuffle away the Oculus and Beseju with Lorien revealed. I'll think about that. I don't know that I even want a Bowmaster and give them a thing to Ghost Vacuum. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good with just the Thought Lash. Exile Brainstorm. I think I will shuffle those cards away. I kind of want Magda dead. King Magda lets me exile less cards as well. Go block, exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I do that, I'm not really taking too much damage. Well, Jace is gone, so now we'll just exile forever. I'll find a frog or something to get the game over with. All right, we just have Deathrite Shaman still. Start draining them, I guess. Once they kill that, I'm in pretty bad shape. I don't know what I'm doing. Just clicking buttons. Magda's back. I could have washed away. I could have washed away. Could I have? I could not have. Okay, I don't feel as bad. Waterlog Teachings is lame. It doesn't Waterlog Teachings does not get sweeper. All right. I'm getting incredibly bored. I kind of just want to go to the next game. Let's just go to the next game. This is just my win condition's gone. I'd rather be on the play. That could have just been like incredibly irresponsible, but I don't know. They have a billion dragons. They can block forever. It's just such a slog. I probably could have taken a bunch more damage there, but I would just rather play a third game on the play. And I keep this. I can keep this. I've kept worse hands. It's like a purely reactionary hand, but that's, I think, going to be a lot of our hands. Bomat Courier. I'd rather not. Worth a lot of damage. It's worth a lot of cards. I guess I could have Fatal Pushed. Should have Fatal Pushed, but I kind of want the Fatal Push for Magda. Now we'll just Daze Magda. Go Thoughtseize. Daze Magda. Surprise Screaming Nemesis, just because I hate Screaming Nemesis. Oh, I don't know what these cards do. Pyrokinesis is really good against us. I don't really gain life at all, but it's just, that card's so annoying. I'm taking the Pyrokinesis. It kills Glarb for free. And I don't have Revolt for Screaming Nemesis right now, so... Or I could just Daze it. I think I'd rather Daze Magda. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, I want to Daze Magda so they can't start making treasures. Cracking their bauble now. Would love to find an untapped land. Preferably a fetch land so we can Fatal Push the Nemesis. Hey, ask and ye shall receive. That's actually kind of problematic. They're going Scrabbling Claws. I'm not going to fetch. I want to have Revolt. All right, so what does this thing do? As long as there are 4 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, it gets +1/+1. Tap it, discard a card, exile the top 2, choose one of those. So it's kind of like a party thrasher. I am less worried about that than I am Screaming Nemesis. Do I want to cast Glarb? No, this is fine. I really don't want to deal with Magda making a billion dragons. I don't want to deal with Screaming Nemesis either. My brain is being a brain, an ADHD brain. Playing on Moto is tough when just like, I don't know. I like being able to like talk to my opponent and stuff. They can come in for one. I don't care. Magda again. I'll push in response.
What is my dog doing?
What do I want to exile? Probably Mental Misstep. Yeah, it's Mental Misstep. Now that the push is gone, I'll Surveil. I need green mana, right? No, I have the Dreamroot Cascade. That's not an island, and I have like 2 lands and not good spells. Although it would have let me just Ottawara. Oh, I'm something. I am something. Black, green, and bleh. It's Glarbin time. I also noticed that my list doesn't play Snuff Out, which I think is kind of interesting. That's a card I would think that Glarb has really good access to. Same with Murderous Cut. I think there's less emphasis on casting stuff on the top than there is just comboing, which I think makes reasonable sense. Ooh, Inti. I don't love that for us. So they can go Inti Screaming Nemesis. Oh, it's whenever you discard cards. Ooh, Inti. Inti is not a card I've actually ever played with, like a single time. So, yeah. What did you exile? Galvanic Blast and Pyrogoyf. Yuck. Pyrogoyf it is. Yeah, I've nothing to say about that. Glarb will die. Goodbye, Sweet Frog, we hardly knew ye. Oh, I could have put him in the graveyard, and when they Scrabbling Claw, just exiled him back to the command zone. Whatever. Whatever, deck. I'm not good at playing you. So we know we're drawing Inquisition of Kozilek, and that can get rid of this Screaming Nemesis that I'm terrified of. Yeah, I'm more scared of that than DRC. Now we can Ottawara Inti when they attack, or just bounce the Goyf, but then they get to deal 5 to my face. I'm in a bad spot. In a really bad spot. I don't have a third sweeper, so I can't Intuition for Damnation, Toxic Deluge, and something else. I don't have any life gain. I can just try to high roll for Jace. This is so much damage. Maybe I shouldn't have conceded the last game, but my lord. Untimed Rud. Well, that stops the Ottawara. How much damage is this? 8, 9 puts me to 5. Just Ottawara Inti, I guess. Could have just done that at the beginning of combat if I was going to do it. Now they can untimely malfunction to a Pyrogoyf if they want. Okay, they didn't. If I take 6, go to 8, just die on our turn. On their next turn. They can Dust Bowl me. Is a big deal right now. Stops me from recasting Glarb ever. Relic of Progenitus. I've determined I don't really like this Glarb deck. BTW. It's not a big deal. Cryptic Man's pretty good. I like that card. Do I have blue, blue, blue? I do. I do like a Cryptic Command. Tap all your creatures, draw a card. Or I can tap all your creatures and return a permanent. I'd rather do this. You have a Red Blast? Oh, I should be trying to shrink their Goyf when they do this stuff. I haven't even been thinking about it. I'm not really what you'd call a thinker. Oh, are we dead? I think we're dead. Do they have a land in the great? Yeah, they do, because they've Dust Bowled. Get rid of the days. We draw Basic Swamp. Maybe I just draw Basic Swamp. We're dead. GG's. I don't think I should have conceded the second game, but I just got so bored. All right. Glarb. Round 3 on the draw against our third straight mono red deck. This is Zurgo Bellstriker. Yeah, this hand's good. Just how do they ever beat a Barrogoyf? Will unable to scream Zurgo and then have, combo finish potential. I think this hand is very good. Ooh, Command Tower. Ooh, piece of candy. I don't want to take 2 damage a turn. I want to Surveil and then cast Barrogoyf. Although we do need to get Barrogoyf out of bolt range. Emberheart Challenger. I've seen a lot of the Zurgo lists are really trying to capitalize on these prowess creatures. Okay, Wash Away isn't really what we're in the mood for. Play a Verdant Catacombs, say go. Yeah, Verdant Catacombs and pass. Okay, in with Emberheart Challenger, Galvanic Blast my face, and let's Surveil off of Undercity Suas. Lose focus. Seems fine. This Barrogoyf will be boltable, sadly, but I think I kind of have to just cast it. No, I don't. I can cast Glarb. Glarb is a really good blocker. Glarb. And we have Tainted Pact on top, so we just have the combo in hand. Glarb. Glarb, glarb, glarb. Glarb, 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 glarb. Glarb. Gornog the Red Reaper. Cowards can't block warriors. Whenever one or more warriors you control attacks, it does a thing. Are you a warrior? You are a warrior. Okay. Do you have haste? You do have haste. Taking a lot of damage here. No response. If it's your turn... Oh, it's Mind Collapse. Okay. I might just be dead. Might just be dead. I should have left Glarb in the graveyard. Make Goyf big. Play Boseiju as land. Cast a Goyf. Oh, they can just coward it. Oh, they can just coward it. I think we're dead. We're not exactly dead. Now we're dead. GG, opponent. Because they kill the Goyf. They hit me for 5. Yeah. I guess I could have drawn, like, exactly Damnation, but they're full of burn spells. Whatever. I would like to play first. Days, Zurgo, whatever. Whatever. I keep the hand. Zurgo, Undercity Sewers. I will keep Dark Slick Shores on top. And Days, Zurgo. Surveil again. Love surveilling. Love surveilling. Ooh, Brainstorm. I don't have a shuffle, but I love Brainstorm. Razorkin Needlehead. Well, really, 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 really annoying. It has first strike on their turn or something. Yeah, I have punted to that card in the most punty ways. Here's a frog. That I tap for green mana. Black and blue. Frog. Okay, so remember, Andrew, that this has first strike on their turn. I've literally punted to this card just from not having read it and thinking the only relevant thing was the whenever I draw a card, it deals damage. Which is annoying for Brainstorm. I could have probably... I'll pitch the Brainstorm to Frog. Force of Rage. Create 2 jerks. Player blockers. Block, discard a bunch of cards. Brainstorm can go, and it's probably Counterspell. Takanuma can go. Don't have a free burn spell? Okay, they don't. Needlehead deals me a damage. I could Demonic Tutor for something. I'll Demonic Tutor for Thought Lash next turn. Hold up Counterspell this turn. I don't need to attack here, so I won't. I'm going to be able to block this jerk. Oh, they have to sacrifice it. I didn't read Force of Rage. That's fine. Frog. Here's Zurgo again. Do I care about you? Not really. The only thing I really care about is something that kills Frog. Yep. Flooded Strand, Demonic Tutor, Thought Lash. Where are you? And pass turn. And we can pitch the Ponder to make the Frog bigger. I'm in full combo mode. Wild Slashing me. Sure, I'll go to 11. I love Psychic Frog. I would like to find a land off of Surveil if I don't have to counter something, but I think I probably have to counter something. End step, Surveil, off of... Already have my Sewer in play, Hedge Maze. Unable to Scream, I just don't care about right now. Although, yeah, I lied. I'm gonna use that on the Needlehead and start drawing with Frog, I guess. First Lightning kicked. Well, it's annoying. I go to 5. Alright, so... Sorry, I go to 6. Now I do have to Thought Lash. I should not have kept this stupid Unable to Scream. What am I doing with my life? Thought Lash, Fly Frog, go to combat, attack with Frog, discard, counterspell, discard Ponder, Frog, Thought Lash so we don't take the damage, play our land, Logic Knot. I mean, that discards to Frog, sure. Oh, right, I was always going to exile the Logic Knot. But it's not Jace, so I don't care about it. I think the only way we lose this game is just if they find a way to kill Frog before I can do anything else. But next turn we get to cast Glarb. Seal of Fire is fine. They have to deal the Frog 7. Yes, I would like to use the ability. I'll exile something. I don't want to take any more damage. Alright, that thing can finally go away. Sick of it. Green, black, blue, for Glarb. Play our land, attack, Frog, draw this Willow Rush Verge because I don't have a choice. Oculus is good, and Unable to Scream on Zerg. I think this game is pretty much over. Flame Slash on Glarb, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not going to put him in the command zone, I can just use him to fly the Frog. Thought Lash is really good. Especially against these red decks. I'm not going to play a land, I'll just keep those I'll just keep those for frog purposes. Frog hits for 5. We draw a card. Noxious Revival. Oh, Noxious Revival, just I'll do that at end of turn and get Demonic Tutor back and then just Jace. Unless we exile it by accident, but whatever. Okay. Game 3. Keep Duress into Frog. Actually, I'll just scream the stupid Zurgo again. Unable to Scream has been in all 3 of these games, and it's really good against Zurgo. Now we'll go Duress and Island Cycle. I'll actually have 3 islands for Lorien revealed for a change. Arena. For this jerk who says things can't be countered. Oh. Don't say. I still want to get a look at their hand. I don't think this Bowmaster is like getting theoretically worse. And I want to know what's going on and hit my next land drop. What are we working with? Pillar of Flame, so it's got to be change target spell or ability. Fire Blast. Card's good. What's Pillar of Flame? All right, so Bowmaster won't live, but it will kill this dumb Spider-Man thing. I'll go to 15, and then they'll just Pillar of Flame me right away. I'll Island Cycle. What do we want? Get a Trop. Fire Blast kills Glarb, but it does make them sack mountains. I think I'll just upkeep Bowmaster. Why would I do that in upkeep? We know 2 of the cards in their hand. Let's Bowmaster. Shoot this guy. Command Tower, combat, attack with both. Fire Blast deals 4 damage, so I could just discard my hand to Frog to keep him alive. Or do I want to just like let Glarb go? I don't think so. I think I'd rather Frog. Yeah, I can just discard all these cards. I don't super care about them right now. They do almost have hardcast Fire Blast though. Haste for creatures, hate that. Yow. What do you do? Beginning of each end step, if a card left your graveyard, he deals damage. Whenever he attacks, he gets a counter. That's fine. Just looking at what I can Mystic Sanctuary for. I don't think I really want any of those is the problem. Let's cast Glarb. Play the Watery Grave. Am I fine paying life here? I think so. No, I don't want to. Screw it. Combat, Fly Frog, Player Attackers. Attack you for 1. Draw a Mental Misstep. Already played land, pass. I think this is Fire Blast on Glarb, yeah. That's fine. We no longer know the contents of their hand. No response. Player blockers. Chump with Orc. I don't think I want the land, so I'll consider and put it in the bin. Well, we drew a land anyway. Can't Fly Frog. Should have left Glarb in grave. Glarb costs 5. Oh, this is annoying. Why am I bad at this game? Don't answer that. Oh, I can Fly Frog. I'm a fool. God, Psychic Frog is such a magic card, isn't it? Oh, Ponder. I like Ponder. I like Ponder. Oh, those cards are good. Let's put them back like this. I do not want to shuffle. End step. Pass. Next, Twain. Psychic Frog. This thing is going to be a 5/5. Block it with the Orc. Now we are, for the time being, out of chump blockers. That's not true. We have Subtlety. Do I just flash in Subtlety? I don't think so. Discard, what? Mental Misstep. Fly the Frog. Go to combat. Player attackers. We'll draw the Prismatic Vista. Play it, Encase Magus of the Moon, and pass. Well, stupid Magic Online crashed in a game I think we could probably never lose. So, because the clock was on me, got a loss, but I consider that a win for the deck. So, we'll just keep going. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to start recording. Oh, that means you have to shut up, too. Go to your spot. Is your deal? The match is starting. Okay, round 4. We are on the play against Lightpaws. If this had another land, I would keep it. Unable to Scream seems good. Daze seems good. We have Thought Lash, but on the play with one land, I'm not comfortable with this. This is better. I'll keep and put back basic island. Done. I'm going to keep the Misty Rainforest to shuffle, but we also just have Tameo Brainstorm with Long Goodbye for Lightpaws. Seems pretty good. If they go like Giver of Runes, Mother of Runes or something, I'll have to kill that, but otherwise this seems like quite the hand. And I'm not into using Tameo as a clue machine here. I just want to try to draw half the deck as quickly as possible and hope they don't have like Long Goodbye or something. I'll play out the fetch land to play around Mana Tithe as a card of if I'm not sure if they're playing, but they feasibly could be. And I don't think I want more lands. So Tameo flips. Really, really nice to do it this quickly. We'll plus her and then pass, feeling like we're playing a little bit of good old Legacy. They play a Plains and then pass. I forget to surveil and shuffle away this stupid Watery Grave. But that's alright. I'm just going to cast Glarb. This is actually the day after the prior 3 matches because Magic Online went down for maintenance yesterday, and after the crash in match 3, I just wasn't having the most fun, so I figured I would just come back to it fresh today. We cast Glarb, we have Unearth on top of our library. Tameo is 2 turns from drawing half of our deck. 3/2 flash, gains flying, this is the Spider-Man. Glarb does not have reach. Maybe I shouldn't have cast Glarb knowing that this Long Goodbye is here, but now this thing gives indestructible to stuff. It's all kind of annoying, actually. So maybe we won't get just turbo flip, but this can only attack for 2. I can Long Goodbye and maybe just buy it back with Tameo. That also seems pretty dang good. Here's Lightpaws. They can't enchant it if they want to kill Tameo. Unless this goes on a demi. No, they're putting it on Lightpaws. This is interesting to me. This is all quite interesting. And now that has protection from a color. Protection from black. Yeah, that's irritating. But Sink into Stupor doesn't care about that, so I think it's kind of fine. Vigilance and assigns combat damage with its toughness. 3/3. Flare land off the top. Toxic Deluge is also quite good. Let's do this. I think I just want to bounce Lightpaws right now while they are tapped out. Protection from black. Okay. So we'll bounce Lightpaws. We still have Deluge on top. I'm not going to attack. They have to attack Tameo now, or she'll just draw half the library. So yeah, this feels pretty good at the moment. I think the Sink into Stupor on Lightpaws was pretty big game there. Tameo is just a crazy card, especially when you get to just turbo flip it with Brainstorm. Voice of Victory does get around Tameo really well. They have to attack it. Yeah, okay. So Tameo will go to 6. I'll Toxic Deluge for 3. My dog will start barking her head off. Dogs are so loud. Okay, Tameo will go down to 6. Then they go Giver of Runes. That's awesome. Toxic Deluge deals with that too. I will remember to surveil this time. Intuition. I don't care about Intuition. We'll put that into the graveyard. Keep Toxic Deluge on top. Tapped land. Abrupt Decay is nice. Plus Tameo again. Go. I could attack with Glarb, but that's just not what this game is about. And by playing the tap land, I did take myself off of Long Goodbye. But I just want to ult Tameo and I wanted to see if there was anything nice and castable off the top after. I probably could have just surveilled. I don't know. This deck is a little tricky, but it's also mostly just fine. Lightpaws, you got it. I don't know if they have a haste aura, but they need like haste and flying or something. I'd like to just ultimate Tameo here and call this one a game. Gift of Granite. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2. Oh, I guess I should have been thinking about Sheltered by Ghosts, but I don't think this Gets sheltered by ghost. Enchanted creature has protection from black and red. I mean, that's kind of annoying. Ocelot Pride's fine. Next turn, draw Abrupt Decay. I could have Surveilled, but I'm really just interested in doing this. And for the record, I should still be trying to play cleanly and do things properly, but when I have a Tamiyo ult, I just get pretty pretty tunnel vision on drawing, 41 cards, 42 cards. Seems good. Okay. So we have the Demonic Consultation. Did we draw Jace, or is variance still not on our side? Profane Tutor. There's the Thought Lash. Not quite at the mana I want for that. We didn't draw Jace. Tidebinder's pretty good. I just wanted to draw Jace. How much mana do I have? 6. So I can't, Demonic Consultation for Jace. I just wanted to end the game, but it looks like we have to play a little more. Talk about information overload. So what if I go Demonic Consultation for Jace, Mystic Sanctuary, put Demonic Consultation on top? Do I have 3 islands? 1, 2, 3. I actually do. So, I'll Surveil. Again, this is a thing I should have done first, but that's fine. Let's go Graveyard, Graveyard. That's still not Jace off the top. I guess I can just play one more turn. Yeah. We'll play Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary to get Toxic Deluge? Yeah, I think that's better than Sink into Stupor here. I could also grab Brainstorm. I'm being so greedy. I'm just gonna get Toxic Deluge. I think one of the problems I'm having with this deck is I just want to end the game when it's a control deck. I can play patiently. I don't have to do that. We will consult star charts. I'm just gonna cast it unkicked. I have so many cards, I just want to have the mana open. Take the Deluge. Deluge for, what do we have to do? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Glarb will die. Whatever. Should have duressed them first. Do they have a flash enchantment that saves Lightpaws here? Because that would be a blowout. What am I doing? Am I just panting? No. Okay. Got away with it. No. And I'll just unearth Glarb. I have to go all the way over here. Unearth on Glarb. A black. They have 1 card in hand. Whatever it is fine. I'm way behind on clock. I'm still tired. All right. Pass the turn. All right. Well, how do we lose this game? I literally don't know. Maybe just having too many cards in hand, honestly. There's Lightpaws again, and then they concede. Okay. Game 2. Tamiyo is a very strong Magic the Gathering card. Keep this for sure. Wash away Lightpaws, counterspell something else good. Riddle. What's this? Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, put a counter on target creature. That's not my favorite thing to see, but then there's Jace, so yeah. Even if I'd had a cut down or a fatal push or something for this, I wouldn't use it here. We take 1. What is this? Core Spirit Dancer. Whenever you cast an aura, you may draw a card. Oh. Alright, well, they're doing stuff that isn't necessarily Lightpaws. I will pay the 2 life for this Watery Grave and not be super happy about it. But I need to have this counter spell mana. This looks like a pretty reasonable engine. Dog, what is going on with they attack me for 1. I accept. Retrofitter Foundry. I'm not going to counter that. There's Tamiyo again. As we've seen, that card is quite potent. She blocks really well. Here's Tamiyo. Pass the turn. Okay, I cast Tamiyo, play a fetch land, and pass. They can make a 1/1 servo if they so choose. And that looks like what is happening. Yeah, you got it. Be tight to find Deluge or Damnation. But I'm not, super sweating it at the moment. Just have so much interaction. Lightpaws gets washed away. What I've been waiting for. I assume that means they have a decent aura to cast. Excuse me. So they have some sort of flash enchantment for the Spirit Dancer. I'll block this guy. I don't think this game, like the last game, is necessarily about Tameo. But Riddler is good to flip her if she doesn't just die here. Zealot's Conviction. Flash. Thing gets +1/+1. We don't have any poison counters. Okay, so Tameo will die. They'll draw a card. Oh, they're equipping this guy, so I get hit for 3. I thought they would want to kill Tameo. But, I mean, it is probably smart to just be like, okay, I'm racing you. We are at 12. It's not a ton of life. Now we're at 11. I'll get the Hedge Maze, can I? No, so we'll get Underground Mortuary. I need green mana. Alright, our Surveil, after a little wait, happens. I don't want this fetch land. I do want to Otawara. I'm just going to play Takanuma. We have Counterspell and Otawara here. I don't have to cast Glarb. I think maybe throughout this I've been a little too aggressive in casting Glarb, which, like, overall is probably fine, but I'm also not winning matches, so try to maybe play a little differently here. They retrofit their Foundry into a 1/1 Thopter. Goodbye me. If they go for Lightpaws, I'm just going to counter him. Like, this stuff doesn't thrill me, but we're still at 11, and as long as our life total is not 0, we're fine. They declare attackers, they attack with everything. We declare blockers, we block this. Probably fine to just block the thing there too, the Thopter, but we have this nice Otawara for this, so we'll do that. If they have a flash enchantment that just gives hexproof, it's kind of a blowout, but I still think this is right. Okay, that thing is back in hand for now. We go to 10. Esper Sentinel is honestly pretty annoying. And then the Spirit Dancer is back. Spirit Dancer? Yeah. Couldn't remember if it was Spirit Dancer or Sky Dancer. Reflexes makes me want to cast Glarb. Because I can go Glarb, hold up Counterspell, and Reflexes. They will draw off Esper Sentinel. They're down to 2 cards in hand. The other option is just hardcast Riddler, but I think I like that less. And I should probably, I guess, make this a forest. No, we'll make it an island because I have the counterspell, and like I have the counterspell to protect Glarb. They'll draw a card off Esper Sentinel. Glarb blocks really, really well, and then next turn we can untap with a bunch of good cards here because I'll be able to surveil quick reflexes Glarb, untap him, shoot one of their things. I think this is fine. Duel Commando. That's okay. I'm not going to burn the counterspell on that. They can Foundry this into a 4/4. Life total is officially getting low. We're at 8. And they have a big old board. I have 2 good blockers. They have 2 cards in hand. If they make me counter something, I have 3. I'll block the 4/4 with Tameo. Tameo can go. She's done a nice job so far. I have a Drown in the Loch. Can block the Cathar Commando with Glarb and the Construct with Tameo. They have gone into combat, so countering something now and them drawing off Esper Sentinel is like kind of fine. Here comes everyone. I will declare blockers. I'll block here and here. Solid footing. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and it will. All right, so that's actually, I think, enough damage where I need to counter. Because it's 5. This puts a counter on something. It's 6, 7, 8. So that's lethal. So I do have to counter this. I cannot pay for the tax. We have been effectively taxed. So Cathar Commando dies. I want to shoot the Spirit Dancer with Glarb. We go to 6. Okay, I think navigated that fine. I want to Boseiju the Foundry. I want to kill all their stuff is what I want to do. So if I Drown in the Loch, hey, let's Surveil before anything else. I think I'm just pitching the Boseiju. Is that wrong? Maybe. Play the Bayou off the top. Stern Scolding is fine. We can't get to it immediately, but it's still fine. Let's Drown in the Loch on... I think this, like, Spirit Dancer is kind of their best card.
No.
Yeah, I think this Spirit Dancer is, like, just annoying enough for me. I can also cycle the Riddler. What if I don't pay? No, because I can cycle the Riddler and have Stern Scolding, right? We pay... No, I can't. Man, I don't want to give them a card. Is it just fine to give them a card here? I don't want to, but I also don't want Lightpaws coming down. They can have the card. I have to shoot the Construct, but then they draw another card of Esper Sentinel. This Esper Sentinel is so annoying. And generally, I like to be super responsible with paying. Just Surveil again. Like, I have Jace in hand. I'm not winning this game through combat, I don't think. I have to shoot the 4/4. I don't know that this game is winnable any longer. Like, they got a lot more early pressure than I was really expecting. Snapcaster is good. We already hit our land drop, and we're going to draw the Stern Scolding, so we'll go top. Warp this Riddler, draw both of those cards. You have something? Doorkeeper Thrall. Well... Dang it. Doorkeeper Thrall. Alright. I'm super low on clock. Let's go to game 3. Doorkeeper Thrall. Oh, interesting. Kinda love it. The format is so heavy on ETBs. I kinda love it. And please comment if you think that that was too fast of a concession, because I know I did that earlier in the league against one of the two Magda decks. I can't remember which. Keep this. 2 counter spells, a Bowmaster. I don't know how good Cling to Dust is, but it's at least a cantrip. Surveil. I have 3 lands. This seems very strong to me. Do I want this Inquisition? I think so. They're pretty low to the ground. Like, we get to hold up Tails End, Memory Lapse, and Bowmaster. We don't get to hold up Bowmaster anymore. I just have to shoot the Mother of Runes. That's too much of a problem, I think. Am I being too hasty in that? Like, okay, it makes Bowmaster bad, but Glarb has Death Touch. Once Lightpaws comes down, there's not much I can do about it afterwards. I'm just gonna pass. They can have Mother of Runes active, and if that turns out to be our downfall, that turns out to be our downfall. Mother of Runes is so good. Should I have shot it? No, because I can shoot it when they give something protection. Like, I'll just wait for them to tap it. I'll just hold up this Bowmaster forever. Spring Leaf Drum is fine. They don't want the cheeky attack. I think I'll just Bowmaster. I just don't want to waste the mana. Countering Lightpaws was really the main reason for not Bowmastering and shooting the Mother. So, just fine with this. And Tails End, I probably could have shot the Mother, because Tails End can hit the Lightpaws trigger. I'm overthinking it, obviously. It's such a funny, like, balance for me of the balance of, oh, I'm really overthinking it, versus just like turn your brain off and play Magic. But I think that's just a big part of Magic. Obvious. Silence I literally don't care about. I guess I do care about it because it lets them do an uncounterable Lightpaws. Reverend Mantra's also annoying. I can't take that though. What is this thing? I'll take the silence. I want to be able to counter Lightpaws. Pass turn. Because Spring Leaf Drum represents white mana. I can't attack because of Mother. And like, if they want to try to gas up their Mother with these auras, so be it. Okay, they drew Witch Enchanter for their turn. We have perfect information. Here's Lighty. I'm going to use Memory Lapse here. Memory Lapse is just good to use on commanders. And they put him on top. So we know their draw for next turn as well. Seems good. Noxious Revival, you say. I like that card. Can I cast Glarb? No. Pass turn. I'm down to 8.5 minutes on clock, and we don't win quickly, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Gemstone, counter Lightpaws. Let's cast the Noxious Revival to get Tails End back. I'll just play this kind of face up. And then Fling to dust their silence to draw it. So they also now have perfect information about our hand, but I think our hand is better. Green, black, blue, and I'll cast Glarb and pass the turn. Now I kind of like our position. Oh, that is a barking dog. I should try to remember what their cards do. Reverent Mantra is so annoying. Them casting a creature, like any creature they can gas up, is pretty bad. 4 mana in the pool. Lightpaws again. We have a Tail's End for that. If they drew Mana Tide, that's annoying. Okay. Yeah, I guess that they can't just like let us hold up Tail's End for the whole game. All right, I'm gonna play this forest off the top. Lorien revealed. I kind of want to draw 3 cards. I am. I'm just gonna draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I should surveil with that on the stack. I Gavolt. Andrew. Barragoyf on top. Barragoyf is good. Why didn't I surveil first? Just like didn't have to draw that land. That's all right. If they can command Beacon Lightpaws, but I feel like the Daze is actually pretty good here. Do we even have? Yeah, and we have a thing to do. So there goes the Beacon. Have to pay attention to their mana. I don't want to tax them now. They can. The Springleaf Drum is poopy here. Okay, so Umbra Armor. That just means if I would destroy Lightpaws, it doesn't get destroyed. Reverent Mantra we know about. They have a lot of protection here. Don't think there's any point in responding to that. I feel this game slipping away. Maybe I should have shot the Mother of Runes. But the only reason the game has gone this well so far, I think, is because of countering Lightpaws. Like if I'd had removal in hand, that would have been one thing, but I didn't. So Hyena Umbra. So that's +1/+1, and this is +1/+1 in first strike. Okay. Let's surveil. I think I can just go top here. Because we'll cast we'll play the Underground Sea off the top, cast Barragoyf. Mana Leak's not really it. Here's a Battle Goyf, 3/4. And then I'll pass. And we'll bargain an end step, I guess. I'm down to 5 minutes on clock. Reverent Mantra is such a beating here, too. We do know 2 of the cards in their hand. Dog Umbra can get them sheltered by ghosts for whatever they feel like dealing with. No response to that. Like, I can't bargain and Mana Leak. So maybe I shouldn't have cast the Goyf. They have so much mana, though. I'm overthinking again. Just play to what is happening. Stop reflecting on the past. It cannot be changed. Oh, they dog umbra'd Barragoyf. That seems good. I'll surveil and then bargain, I guess. Really just looking for Thought Lash, I guess. Like, Thought Lash, I'll have 8 mana. Thought Lash just wins the game. That would be tight. Just, surveil, bargain, get 6 looks. 6 looks at something. Seems good. They are getting Feather of Flight. When it enters, draw a card. So now I'll try to shoot the Mother of Runes. If I can get that thing tapped, that would be really nice. Like, I don't care if they fizzle making the token a 2/2. It would be really nice to get that tapped. Yeah, okay. I think maybe they might have been thinking of Words Are Hard, of Reverent Mantra-ing, but I don't think that would be better. You have first strike and flying. I have nothing with reach. This happens. I go to 15. Surveil 2. We're just looking for combo. Oh, well, there's Jace. Mana Leak to Grave. Jace on top. Let's bargain. Black, green, blue. Yeah, because of clock, I have to just try to combo here. We know we're taking Jace. And I guess I'll take the Oculus. Quick reflexes, so we can kill Lightpaws now. Watery Grave. I'll pay the life. Wait. Okay. We'll surveil 2. Oh, Damnation. Damnation's probably just good. We'll go top. Cast Damnation off the top. They're going to be able to just time us out. We're at 3.5 minutes. Glarb to command zone. Why didn't this die? Do you have Indestructible? Oh, Umbra Armor. Shit farts. Ooh. Try not to curse that much on camera. Oculus. Sorry about that, everyone. I got a little cursey there. And I didn't leave green up for the reflexes, whatever. So time is, like I said, time is the main issue. We have Long Goodbye on top. They have Reverent Mantra. Right, this does that. Whatever. At least now I have pressure. Ethereal Armor, can't do anything about it. Can they get, they might just be able to get to 13 damage here. Should I have just cast Jace instead of Damnationing? Forgot about the Umbra Armor. This is what happens too, though, when you're just like dead on time on Moto. It gets so stressful. I hate it. But there's nothing that can be done about it. So we play on. Sheltered by Ghosts on Oculus is terrible. Okay, that's probably pro blue. You fly. I can't yield through the turn because of days. So yeah, if I'd thought it through and realized there was the Umbra Armor, I could have just Legolas's quick reflex, shot Lightpaws. They have to, well, no, because then they can Reverent Mantra if they want to. But that doesn't get around Damnation anyway. Oh, Andrew. I punted. Why do I always punt? Oh, no. We could have done better, but the clock is low, but we still punted. If we had reflexed with Glarb, Lightpaws loses Umbra Armor. But they Reverent Mantra, and then we Damnation. No, we're in the same spot. It's okay. But I did punt. No. That's all right. We'll just rip Demonic Consultation off the top. We're Tainted Pact or Thought Lash. We're just going to rip a combo piece off the top, everyone. It doesn't matter. They attack for 1 billion. We go to 3. Oh, I can still block. Block, for sure. I didn't realize this wouldn't have pro blue. I've had Cling to Dust too. I could just like be cantripping, I guess. Okay, come on. Just draw a combo. No. No. Cancel. Need to draw a card. Cling to Dust. Your Dog Umbra, I guess. Oculus goes. Long Goodbye goes. Rakshasa's Bargain goes. Mana Leak goes. Tail's End goes. Really care. Just want to draw and see. Cut down sucks. I hate this card. Cast Jace. Mill you, draw a card. Demonic Consultation. Nope. All right. We're probably dead. Might as well attack. Can't block. And pass. Probably should have milled myself. Flickering Ward. Think we're dead? Think we're dead. Let's see. Oh yeah, they can just do that a bunch of times. Yeah, we're dead. Dang it. I had to have played this poorly. I just wanted to combo. My clock is low. Oh yeah? Yeah. Yes, I know there's no point opponent. They also have the Mishra's Factory. We're dead. They're super lethal. Were they lethal last turn? No, but because I attacked, they're super lethal. It doesn't matter. They're doing this Flickering Ward thing. They have the Ethereal Armor. Goodbye, I punted. All right, GG. All right. 5th and final round. Playing against Spider-Man 2099 with a hand in which I love all of the cards, except for Demonic Consultation, but just having 2 tapped blue sources I have to mulligan, and it makes me sad. This is fine. The Toxic Deluge is probably the worst card in the hand, so I'll put that back. And we'll go Watery Grave Preordain. Seems like where I want to be at, searching for that green source. Wash Away is not the best counterspell in this matchup, but it's fine like later as a cancel if I need it to be. Oh, Murktide. Do I just play tapped land? No. I'll Preordain. Preordain. I like both of those cards right now. So we'll go Inquisition on top, Bloodstained Mire beneath it. I did that wrong. It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. I get to draw the Inquisition no matter what. Ugh, my play is unacceptably bad today. We'll go tapped land, Inquisition of Kozilek. Kozilek is feeling quite inquisitive, and I say this every time, but every time I think it's true. They don't want the Inquisition. Yeah, that's fine. Still gets a card out of their hand. Whatever. I don't get the information I want, but feeds the Murktide still. They play a basic island and pass. Go Bayou. Bayou pass turn. What are you doing? Mountain cycling. Oliphant. Oliphant's so good. I think Oliphant is the second best of this Lord of the Rings island cycling cycle. I still think Troll of Khazad-dûm is better, but that's just me. Could be wrong. Do we feed Glarb to a counterspell here? I don't think so. I have Cryptic Command. I probably want to get Basic Swamp. Just knowing that they're a double moon deck with Harbinger and whatever. Fairy Mastermind's fine. I'm not gonna fight over that. Am I playing around a moon effect? Or do I want to just surveil? Stop making me make decisions. I'm gonna get Basic Swamp. Be a coward. It's like really don't feel like getting mooned out of a game. Mooned. The Sage can be a land here. Cast Glarb. If he gets countered, I have Unearth. I have Wash Away for Spider-Man. It takes us off Cryptic Command. I think that's fine. Being a little impatient, but I think it's okay. They allow it to happen. I don't really want to drown Catacombs on top of the deck, but it is what it is. They're casting a lot of mana. Consult the Star Charts is fine. It's only fine because I can't do anything about it, but it's still fine. Card is so good. Certainly the best card selection spell we got out of Edge of Eternities. And it sees a lot more play than Stock Up because it's an instant, so it also can look at more cards. Tell me what you think. Is Consult the Star Charts better than Stock Up? It might be. If anyone is still watching this video, you. I've played horribly and ran badly. The run bad's whatever. Like, I'm never going to let that get to me too much. My play's been unacceptably bad, but it's fine. We're actually ahead on clock for a change. That's never happened in the history of me playing on Magic Online. They attack with their Fairy Mastermind. We go to 13. That's not a lot of life against them. Here's Spidey. We will cast Wash Away. I have a feeling this just gets countered, and then I'll just yield after that. Well, I'm weirdly glad I didn't have another blue source up, because that would have been just so annoying to be F6'd. And then Spider-Man shoots us down to 11. No, he's shooting Glarb. Yield to all. I do not want to put Glarb to the command zone because of Unearth. Next turn. Unearth Glarb. Hopefully there's no mental misstep. That would be very sad because I didn't play the land, so I can't Cryptic Command. I can Brainstorm in response, but okay, Cling to Dust on top. Strikes me as kind of fine. I guess I just Murktide. Murktide's pretty strong. Taps me out of Cryptic Command, but it also taps me out of Wash Away. Well, this Basic Swamp is now killing us. And this is why you don't play like a frickin' coward. Should I Brainstorm first just to grow Murktide? Yeah, I mean, I'm not using the mana otherwise. Oh, put back Jace and Cling to Dust. They get to Mastermind. Now we cast a giant Murktide. This Murktide will be 7/7. Getting this Basic Swamp is such a beating. Whatever, we have a 7/7 and a 2/4 Death Touch. Fairy Mastermind is now proving to be annoying. I could have kept Cling to Dust in my hand. Andrew! I keep punting. Magic's hard. You have to play really tight with this Glarb deck. That's maybe not even true. You just have to play acceptably well. And that is something I have not done throughout this league. Do I just want to F6 and go use the bathroom? I mean, I do. I'm not going to, but I do want to do that. Oh my gosh, this guy stinks. I hate Fury so much. I hate it. Shooting Murktide, sure. They're gonna kill my 7/7. What a jerk. Spider-Man's such a jerk. Probably in the comics too, I bet. I don't know anything about Spider-Man comics, but I bet he's a jerk. Stupid Fury. I want to concede. I want to concede the game. I'm not going to, but I want to. I'm dead. Next game. I have never gone 0-5 in a league before, and I feel it coming. And it's not Glarb's fault, but I do blame Glarb. Keeping this hand. Gonna go Inquisition, and then next turn I'll Deathrite. No. Yes. Maybe. Deathrite Shaman bad in this deck? It might be. Deathrite Shaman might not be the best card in this deck, honestly. That feels crazy to say, but like every time I've had it, in hand, other than like when it's the only turn one play, I have felt just a little bit of tension. Let's probably take their Brain Surge. Yeah, we'll take their Brain Surge. Counterspell, I can just kind of play around. Plus, they have the Mistrise Village, so whatever. Brain Surge is what changes their hand the most. That's the thing I want them to have the least. They go Volcanic Island, pass. So now we'll get Deathrite Shaman in underneath this counterspell. Am I making you a forest? No, because Deathrite can do that if they don't have a kill spell in hand, unless they just drew one. Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman is good. I take it back. I'm sorry, Deathrite. Take it back. You're the best. You're the best around. You're a Deathrite Shaman. I love you. Gonna consider just trying to find a land. Counter it. I dare you. Sorry, Profane Tutor. You're not a land. Now I wish I'd taken their counterspell. Land. Pass turn. Okay. I pass. Next turn. I'm sure they'll consult the star charts here. Wish I had to flash something or other. I don't have to activate Deathrite right now. And when they go to cast Spider-Man, I'll memory lapse, and then if they counterspell that, I'll Tails End him. I should have taken their counterspell. I punted it on the first turn. Brain Surge is just good. All right, so here, am I more interested in Psychic Frog or Murktide? Because I'm going to cast the one that I don't care if it gets countered. I'm generally more interested in Psychic Frog. You're not a land. Go away. Well, now I can cast either. I think it's just Murktide. No, it can't be Murktide because then I don't have Spell Snare. Look at me playing responsibly-ish. I could have cast Murktide. The second I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't do too bad. Magic's hard. Magic's so hard. All right, Frog just resolves, which is kind of tight. That's kind of tight for us. That's pretty tight. Now they're doing something. Hole Breacher. Hole Breacher? What's your deal? I don't want to play against that card. Like, I really don't want to play against that card, actually. Next turn. That's crazy how little I want to play against Hole Breacher. Uhatis, aka Spider-Man 2099. They'll shoot Frog, I'll pitch a card. No, they're oh, you monster! You monster! How dare they? Fly Frog. I'm going to exile things that are not instants and sorceries first. For Murky Boy. Combat, declare attackers. Ayah! Ayah! You can't flash in Hole Breacher. Oh, if they have Simian Spirit Guide and flash in Hole Breacher, I'm a freak out. Okay. I don't have to freak out. That's a land. It's a poopy tapped land. Do I go to 13? Can I go to 13? I can go to 13. I'm no coward. Take your turn, Spider-Man. Uharis. I'm not calling you Spider-Man anymore. You're Uharis, the Storm Spinner. And I'm behind on clock again. Classic me. They finally play their pathway. We know they have a counterspell. I go to 9 here. Yucky. Now they have Hole Breacher up. I have a counterspell for it. Cast something so I can counter it. You smart idiot. Cast Glarb. Murktide Regent. I like you. You'll be a 7/7. I have Spell Snare. Murktide Regent. I like you. You'll be a 7/7. I have Spell Snare. Don't do it. Don't make it uncounterable. Yes. Yeah. Spell Snare. Don't have anything. You son of a bitch. Can I concede? Can I concede? I hate this game. This game sucks. We're gonna go 0-5. I'm Sag. I'm so Sag. Why is our opponent so mean? They still have Hole Breacher mana. I concede. Ah! Well, that's an 0-5 with Glarb. My play was atrociously bad. I think we did have some bad variants, but overall, you can't blame the deck for this one. in the slightest. Our games did feel competitive. I never felt particularly connected to the deck. I personally just don't really like the Jace win con. It's good. It's a good combo. Thought Lash gives you a literal one card combo with your commander, but I think that I wasn't aggressive enough getting it when I needed to and was too aggressive getting it when I didn't. With more reps with this deck, I do think I would like it. Finding my spots to cast Glarb, finding my spots when to try to jam the particular combo, selecting better off of surveils. This is a deck that if you love Sultai and you love grinding one deck, I think it's probably awesome. For me personally, maybe not. Also, going into a league fully cold on a deck is not a great recipe for success, obviously. Uh, Match one against Magda, I just punted off in every possible way. Like, we could have just won the first game by just comboing. The second game, I don't know. Also, I probably didn't interact with their tap my dwarves stuff and overcommitted to the board when I knew they were getting Portal to Phyrexia. It just wasn't great. Match two against other Magda feels like a fine matchup if your cards line up well, which ours didn't, and then having Jace at the bottom was a beating. I could have stopped Tainted Pacting, but let frustration set in. Negative emotions are not where you want to be at in game. You kind of have to take your medicine, reset. I let myself tilt off. Match three against Zurgo Bellstriker, I'm kind of considering a win. We could have never lost that third game when Moto crashed. What I will say about Magic Online is Daybreak is amazing with reimbursement. If something happens in your league and you just screenshot it and it's like a reasonable reason for reimbursement, they're super fast about it, which is really nice. So shout out to Daybreak, I guess. Um, I'm considering this league a 1-4. Shut up. Uh, Match 4 was competitive against Lightpaws. That was close. I feel like bricked out on a lot of looks at a tutor for something to combo with Jace. I can't remember. That might have been when I just was like, I don't want intuition. I don't know if that's when we won or lost, but those games at least felt very competitive. And then that last match was just a pretty stern beating. But I think that 2099 is probably an awful matchup. That said, this league was fine. I'm going to post it despite it being pretty paltry play wise. And that's okay. That happens sometimes. You can still love Magic and still come back to it fresh, which is what I'm going to do on the next one. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being with me. And I'll see you while we duel on the next one. Bye.